backdrop. Welcome to NBA Today. How lucky are we that George Sedano, Chiney Ogwumike back in studio?
Bluetooth connected.
Which is, okay, what do we have that you want on the roster? And if we don't have it, give us a nod so we can go out there and potentially go get it for you and consummate this particular deal. So I think clarity is number one. And I think a subplot to this is about Tyler Hero. And I think the Heat in general, and this isn't necessarily directed at Portland, but they are disappointed, let's say, in the way Tyler Hero is being portrayed during these trade conversations and all the chatter in the media about Tyler Hero. Like he's just some dude. He's not the guy who won the Sixth Man of the Year 2 seasons ago now and is a 20-point per game scorer at 3 years old or whatever he is. So I think that is also a bit of a subplot here. But more importantly, they just want clarity because they want to get the deal done.
Right. Everyone wants to go on vacation.
Right.
They're already on vacation. I'm going to be honest with you. The league is on vacation right now. A couple with Tyler Hero. Number one, the Heat got better last season in the playoffs when Hero got hurt. Now, that is a statement that has many different facets to it. It's not as simple as that, but Tyler Hero was not part of that run that the Heat made all the way to the finals. It was so amazing, and they performed at a high level. Secondly, Tyler Hero of last year and Tyler Hero was this year is different because he's now on a contract that pays him $120 million over the next 4 years. And while I will tell you, I think that contract is fair market value for him, and especially will look good in a couple of years. That's one thing that you got to think about coming forward here. But the real thing about the Heat
very low expectation way. Like, throw him out there, knock down shots, space the floor. That's good. You're very valuable. And if I'm Tyler, I'm like, wow, I'm wanted. But at the same time, it's very rare that you find players going to places that really match their identities. I mean, we talk about Tyler, how he walks into games and
Shout out to the OG.
After 20 seasons.
What a run.
And then they lost 2 starters here, right? Gabe Vincent, Max Strus. So I guess, is it Dame or bust here for Miami? They've been waiting and waiting to make any moves as the entire league has sort of gone on about their business.
Well, I think it's kind of, it goes both ways for both sides, right? Whether it's Dame or the Heat. Yes, the Heat want to win a championship because they've been on the precipice of it a couple of times here over the last 4 seasons. But for Dame, you're also 33 years old, and there's not a lot of teams where he fits as seamlessly as he would with the Miami Heat. So I think on both sides, I'm sure they would love some urgency here to get this particular deal done. And I just think that with Miami, him and Jimmy particularly are on the exact same timeline. And Jimmy has taken this team to the brink of winning a championship, and I think now they just need that one player to get them over the top. And
Right.
Dame kind of sees that, or sees him as that particular player that can help them accomplish that.
But then it's all about how the puzzle pieces fit together, because despite the Heat only being 3 games over 500 heading into April, Miami was able to catch fire right down the stretch, make it to last year's NBA Finals. I do want to show you this, Brian. In a recent interview with ESPN, Bam Adebayo, he reflected on finishing as the runner-up. He said, I feel like we just came up short because we had among the most injuries in the season. And through the ups and through the downs throughout the entire season, I feel like fatigue had a toll. So Bam here is kind of lamenting the team maybe running out of steam down the stretch. Do you think, Brian, that adding Dame, does it potentially compound any depth issues heading into next year, or does it relieve some of them?
Well, if you get a guy like Dame Lillard and put him next to Bam Adebayo and Jimmy Butler, the 2 defensive minds that they are, and the offensive mind that Dame is, that's a championship level team. And one of the things that they struggled against with, in that series against the Nuggets is they had to play at a slow pace, because if they played at a fast pace, they couldn't compete with the Nuggets. And the games, if you remember, were being played below 100 points a game. You have Dame Lillard as a weapon. You go on par with anybody offensively in addition to playing your defense. So I think absolutely they are a serious contender if they get Lillard. But if they have to wait, even if they have to wait into the season, I will just say they have an extremely valuable asset on their side, and that is Eric Spoelstra. Eric Spoelstra, for a decade plus now, has proven over and over.
We talked about this yesterday. It feels like, yes, the Celtics are still up there. Yes, the Bucks are still up there. And then it's like, okay, is this Miami's time to get over the hump? Because we've also heard Bam Adebayo told me during the finals, it sucks to be the team that I see the confetti getting rolled out. It's not your colors. It's not for you. They want to avenge that feeling. And certainly Damian Lillard would help them do that. But for now, we continue to be patient and wait. George Sedano, thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with us.
Thanks for having me,
here
ladies.
on NBA Today. Still to come on our show, we got some guests joining us. Celtics point guard Derek White, he is stopping by. Janae, did you know that he has done something that only Michael Jordan has ever done?
Celtics, it makes sense.
We're going to
be
explain.
tied there.
Yeah, that's a pretty good company to be in. Plus, Brian Windhorst, he is the latest on Giannis Antetokounmpo's left knee recovery. All of that and so much more. We're just getting started here